So what I have to say about Lisa and Vicki's Energy and Empowerment Program, it was just really an amazing time, those 6 weeks, not only to the bonding that we had with the women that were in the group, but the information that Lisa and Vicki shared with us was really, sometimes it was overwhelming, let me tell you. Some of the information that they shared, I was thinking, whoa, 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 that's too much. Everything that I use is not good for me. But considering the fact that there are so little places that we're getting this information, I thought the information overload would work for the 6 weeks, because then we can kind of suck in like a sponge the information that is useful for us. But for later, we'll go, well, on the next step, or the next time I do a diet, or next time I go to the grocery store, now I know a little bit more. But I really, the energy with me was great. And obviously, I myself got a little bit more energy by going through the program, and I learned so much. And they're givers. They gave so much great information. I would definitely highly recommend it to anybody that wanted to go and learn a little bit about their health. Take a minute of your busy schedule to say, you know, this is me time. I want to be healthy. I want to do something for me. So if you want to do that, I would highly recommend Vicki and Lisa's Energy and Empowerment Program. So the 3 things that I think I learned most from the Energy and Empowerment Program was, 1, just a little bit more knowledge on food options. It was a little bit overwhelming. There were so many new foods, mung beans and quinoa, and going to the organic market and going, wow, I didn't know almost all of this existed. So it was just one of it was just basic food education. I would say the second was how many things I didn't know about air fresheners and different things in and around my house that really affect me, my energy, my cycles, everything. So that was really fascinating. I think the third thing was the energy in terms of, she taught us a yoga dance and meditation. And that night I had actually videotaped Lisa once before doing a yoga dance, but this time I actually was participating, and it was just so energizing. And sometimes it's a little kid-like. It actually, you know, you're acting like a kid doing wiggle stuff and doing stuff with your hands and feet, and it felt silly, but it felt very energizing, which is the whole point of the yoga dance. And as somebody else had mentioned when we were talking about that night, we just kind of ran around her basement, and then we somehow made it outside, and it was actually so much fun to do the yoga dance. So I would say I learned how to be a little silly and have a lot of fun with me and other women as well. So one of my big takeaways from the Energy and Empowerment 6-week workshop was I have terrible cycles. My menstrual cycles are terrible. And Lisa and Vicki were saying there's remedies for that. We weren't able to get into specific to catering to my specific issues because this was a 6-week broad program. But just from talking with them, they said there are ways, there are food choices, tinctures, different things that I can do for me, what I'm putting into my body that will actually affect my cycle for terrible cramps, or just sometimes I just want to get down in the fetal position because it is just tremendously awful. And I was thinking about possibly surgery because I was thinking what other options do I have? And now from talking to Lisa and Vicki, I know I actually have other options that I'm going to try before I start going, I'm going to just take it all out. So now I know there are options. There are vitamins, there are minerals, there are food choices, things that I am eating that might actually be making things worse. So that's great to know that I have an option, a healthy option of something that I can educate myself in terms of more ways to be healthy, and especially that's going to happen every month. So that was really, really great news when I talked to Lisa and Vicki and found out about that option for me.